All right, we're about to react to another Critical Drinker video. Lanterns, a superhero show that hates superheroes. We're going to be roasting lanterns, bro. We're roasting lanterns.
Remember that Simpsons episode where they go on a tour of the Duff Brewery and you find out that every flavour is just the same crap piped into different containers? Well, that's basically James Gunn's DCU at this point.
Yep.
No matter what movie or show you find yourself watching, it's all just slightly different flavours of the same cynical, wannabe, edgy, unfunny, deconstructionist James Gunn slop. In this case, seasoned with a little bit of Damon Lindelof's mildly retarded answer to True Detective, but with all of the intelligence and creativity replaced by his thinly disguised race-baiting political fetishes to produce Green Lanterns. Sorry, it's just lanterns now, because green isn't cool enough for a show about intergalactic space cops with magical rings that allow them to manifest anything they can imagine, I guess. Ugh. I'm so tired, man. Watching a DC project at this point is a bit like spinning a wheel of fortune to decide the method of your own demise. You know it's ultimately going to be messy and unpleasant, it's just a question of degrees. And having slogged through all 57 minutes of the pilot episode, I can confidently tell you this show is an absolute chore, combining the worst aspects of modern Hollywood character assassination with a tediously slow plot that takes forever to get moving, and dialogue that literally spells out every single thing that just happened, telegraphs what's about to happen so the audience is usually 10 minutes ahead of the writers, and lays out its political allegories for modern-day American immigration and race issues with all the subtlety of a thermobaric weapon.
Now, I haven't seen the episode. I have not found access to it, if you know what I mean, to review the episode. But, you know, if it comes down to it, I'll review it eventually. But I've been watching it through, vicariously through the likes of Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic and other YouTubers as well. And all I could say is that this show is absolutely disgusting, and I am really disappointed in how it's turned out. And I almost have zero interest in covering it, aside from just supporting these other channels.
Let's get this over quickly.
Consider it done, Simon Phoenix. The show picks up in 1996 with a young Jon Stewart. No, not that one. Watching Hal Jordan being interviewed on TV about how he became the Green Lantern until his dad shows up and shoots at him to see if he's scared or not.
Are you afraid?
No, sir.
You know, funny story, I actually tried that once with a crossbow, but it didn't work out quite so well. Wait, we should probably edit that out later. Anyway, flash forward 20 years or so, and John's now being trained by Hal as a kind of backup lantern just in case anything happens to him. Oh yeah, and Hal's a drunk middle-aged loser now who doesn't actually teach him anything useful because the rules of modern writing dictate that any man over the age of 50 has to be a drunk, disheveled loser. My god, it's just so creative, I can't get over it. Anyway, when a mass shooting happens at a football game in small-town Nebraska, the boys are deployed to find out what happened. That's when they run into annoying girl boss number one, who seems to exist purely to shit-talk Hal and delay his investigation for as long as possible to stretch the 20 minutes of actual plot into a 60-minute episodes. But despite her best efforts, Hal uncovers the shooter and he suspects that he's an alien in disguise, but annoying girl boss number one won't let him interrogate the guy, even when he gets himself arrested to be sent to the same jail as him. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm no expert on the Green Lantern powers or anything, but couldn't Hal just force his way into the prison if it's that urgent? It's not like a small-town sheriff is going to be able to stop him no matter how much of a girl boss she is. Ah, what fucking ever. So the two lads eventually get summoned to evil redneck man's house. I know he's evil because he's a white man who lives on a ranch, and immediately starts talking about wanting to protect the planet from anyone who wasn't born there.
How about we both want to protect the planet from anybody not born on it?
Are you getting the subtle messaging yet, dear viewer? Anyway, evil redneck man pulls some strings to get Hal to interrogate the shooter, which is something that should have happened like 20 minutes ago, but fuck it, we need to make this episode an hour long somehow. And even though annoying girl boss number one is absolutely convinced that he's barking up the wrong tree, Hal's actually proven right and the man really is an alien pretended to be human. Then he blows himself up, but Hal saves the day with his ring powers and she's still pissed at him somehow. Seriously, fuck off. Flash forward another 10 years and John returns to the place where it all happened, reunites with annoying girl boss number one who somehow hasn't aged a day in 10 years, and together they find Hal's frozen body at the football stadium, having completed his middle-aged white man character arc by dying and stepping aside to make way for someone more diverse. Now, what can I say about this show except I can't think of many projects where the influences and intentions of the writers are more glaringly obvious than Lanterns. Instead of making a show about intergalactic space cops going on cosmic adventures and battling all manners of weird and wonderful alien threats, they instead decided to make a Temu version of True Detective, complete with bleak bleak, cynical, and mostly unlikable characters who constantly have to swear to prove just how edgy they are, patched together with all the tedious tropes of modern Hollywood writing and the usual laundry list of safe, predictable political targets like Republicans, small-town America, and immigration policy. And holy fuckballs, is it tedious. It's nothing but a standard police procedural with some vague superhero elements mixed in, made by people with no understanding of police procedures and no affection for superheroes. Not only is it crushingly slow and dull, stretching out the runtime with pointless side quests and putting characters into holding patterns while the plot catches up with them, but it also literally spells out everything that's happening just in case you weren't paying attention, which, to be fair, you probably weren't. Like at one point when John goes to a barbecue at evil redneck guy's house, only to discover the old lady that he fucked in a parking lot the night before, oh yeah, that's the thing which happens, is the guy's wife, and the dude says this to him as he leaves.
Nothing better than eating off another man's grill.
I mean, okay, it's a bit cringy, but at least it gives you a bit of a hint about how much the man really knows. Then fucking Hal has to immediately jump in with this absolute clanger.
I definitely slept with his wife.
And he knows.
Apparently.
I mean, it's like the
Bro, just said it. He just said it. Nothing like eating off another man's barbecue. The dude just said it. Oh my god, this show sucked. I'm so glad I didn't
writers
watch
have
it.
never even heard of the idea of subtext. Honestly, Damon Lindelof should have been banned from ever writing anything again, ever, after the absolute embarrassment of Watchmen, but somehow this bald, pretentious retard just keeps failing upwards in Hollywoods. Let that be a lesson to you, kids. It's not what you know, or even who you know, it's what you say that matters in that industry. In terms of character work, pretty much everyone except Hal is an unlikable arsehole in this show, and most of that comes down to Kyle Chandler doing his best with some pretty shocking material. Aaron Pierre, on the other hand, is an absolute block of wood, with all the personality and charisma of a love child between Sam Worthington and Sophie Turner. Jesus, how is this guy supposed to carry the entire show? I was bored of him after like one episode. Ultimately, Lanterns is pretty much exactly what I expected when you take the political obsessions of Damon Lindelof and try to plant them in the creative wasteland of James Gunn's DCU by James Gunn. It's a show that combines the worst of every world, and I don't imagine I'm going to be wasting much more time on it. Not when there's much better things I could be doing.
Hey.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Go away now. Drinker's good, people. I love his videos. He's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, go subscribe to The Critical Drinker. Go give him some likes and comments and tell him Isaac of the Dead sent you. Great video. I am just... It's another scenario, another testimony of how bad this show is, The Lanterns, and I have almost zero desire to cover it outside of supporting these channels. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the video.